15 course. And they're off. White takes the early lead over the dark red. Diamond in third in front of green, and then it looks like black narrowly ahead of purple, blue, and red number 3. White getting a little bit of pressure there from the red. They're all stacking up in this early part of the course. Fairly straight so far. Bit slow on this section. Now it widens up just slightly as they go through that dip. The gap up front staying about the same. All marbles in lockstep so far as they begin to get into some undulating sections of this course. Here is where we might start to see the speed increase. We do a couple of passes down into that hard corner. Now they zip through there. White a huge lead up front. Look at this gap in front of red, and then Diamond hard through that section back there, but White streaking away many lengths in front. Now dark red getting a little bit of pressure from Diamond back behind, and then it looks like green coming up just closer every single corner. He's closing in. White, though, look at this lead. We're now 1 minute into the race, and we begin the second part here. Blue getting passed by the purple. Out back there, it is still White in front, and red, a lot of pressure now from the Diamond back behind. Green closing in on him, keeping sights as they go through this twisty technical section here. We might see some passes as it begins to open up here in a little bit. A lot of pressure back there. Blue is putting on purple, but it's still White out front with a good lead. Can they hold it? We go through a divergent section here. Will anybody take that outside lane? And it looks like a couple did. There comes Blue streaking through, bouncing his way along that parallel path. Here's where they're going to join back up, and Blue slots into third place. Fantastic job by Blue taking that outside line. Now it's close. He wants second place from red. Can anybody get there? A few jockeying back for position just off camera as we go through this little twisty section here. Many marbles taking a lot of different routes, but red still holding that second place in front of blue, but for how much longer? Under the tunnel they go. Blue right up against the back of marble now, 2 minutes into this race. Red number 3 has made some good progress, as you can see, taking that outside line, and red still holding station in front of blue. White way out ahead now. This wide boulevard, you can see another section. Can anybody? No, nobody's going to take the outside line. Red comes out of nowhere and takes second place. My goodness, through the corkscrew, and it's red number 3 into second place. Can he get up there and challenge for the lead? He is on one heck of a run, taking that outside path as this sharp 90-degree right-hander begins to funnel them down toward the end of this course. Red cutting into the gap up front for White. What can he do? Then it is the dark red back behind him. Blue, as you can see just off camera, but it's still White holding that lead. Can anybody track down White? He goes the low route. Looks like everybody will based on the geometry there. Now dark red pressuring right up against red number 3 as White streaks off, trying to stay off the walls if he can, and he couldn't. That allows them right up alongside of him, and it's red number 3 who's going to take the lead. Down through this little tunnel section here, they funnel through, and White has lost the lead for the first time in this race, and it's red number 3 taking the lead. Unbelievable through that section. White was just bouncing off the walls a little bit too much. It slowed him down, although now he's going to give a little bit of a challenge through this very twisty back and forth, almost a slalom section, it looks like, as we get down about halfway through this course. Now we're over halfway, I would say. Opening here onto the wide boulevard again. This is where White had its undoing. It narrows up a little bit, and there you go. We begin the final stage at that little raised berm back there. These look like a little bit more sweeping turns, and White closing up on red number 3 again. Just a couple lengths back. Will he be able to have anything in the bag for him? Dare I say the marble bag? Red number 3 going through these wide sections, and I'm not sure anybody's going to catch him. Then it's dark red. Blue's been hanging around there in the top 5 for most of this race, it looks like. But red 3 stretching that lead a little bit more, staying fairly clean through this section, and blue's going to give a little bit of a challenge to dark red. Dark red actually closing up on White as well. Now past the 4-minute mark, as you can see in this down the wide boulevard, and across the finish line, it's red number 3, and whoa, nearly dark red pipping White at the end, but they were able to hold on to it. Then Diamond comes across black. Gold, and it looks like several are not going to make it and get pushed across. There you can see the final order after one heck of a race, 230 meters worth.